أمتي الثكلى تنادي فهبوا يا بني قومي أسودا أعيدوا للدنا أمجاد عصر وفلوا بالحديد لنا القيودا أقيموا بالحمى حصنا منيعا تتوج هامة السحب السدودا.
There's a, apologetic named Sam Shamoun. I'm sure everybody knows about him. He basically is a person who struggles, with personality disorders. He doesn't take kindly to anybody that gives him advice. So I recently gave him some advice about, a person named Dyer. And if you look up on YouTube, you'll see there's many videos exposing Dyer. Dyer is known to be seen with the devil horns. He makes his hands, he dresses like a woman. And we know this is against biblical teachings, right? He praises his girlfriend with her tarot cards. He praises his Wiccan friend. He takes pictures with upside down crosses. And I warned Sam about him to not have him on his show. And Sam cursed me out. He called me a son of Satan. And he cursed my mother. And then he said I should go speak to Dyer's face. And then he blocked me like a coward. That's what he is. He's a coward. He's a fraud. Just like this Fadi. He's another fraud. See, when many of us were Muslims, I'm an ex-Salafi Muslim myself, Medkhali. We Arabicized ourselves. We dressed the part. And we did everything possible to fit in. And we lost our culture. Here comes this guy who was a Saudi Muslim. Now he's a Christian and he wants to dress with the ghutra and he wants to make sure everybody sees him because he's nothing but a show off and he has the virtue signal. And just because this guy has money and he has a nice studio and he's putting out professional videos, it doesn't mean this guy's not a fraud. This guy is a fraud. Okay. He also called me, said my opinion is dumb. And he said he's going to mention me on his video with Dyer. Okay. So he would rather entertain a person who poses with upside down crosses and blasphemes Christ, because he has so much of an ego, this fraud, Fadi, all right? This Calvinist, the person who doesn't correct people when they speak about Judeo-Christian. There's no such thing as Judeo-Christian. That's an oxymoron. One of our great founding or church fathers, St. Justin Martyr, said that Israel, the Christians are Israel, today. There's no Judeo-Christian, Read the church fathers. Read these books. And I'm, a new Orthodox Christian myself. Like I said, I'm an ex-Salafi Muslim convert. And I came back to Christ, thank God, upon the right path, and I'm trying hard. But, the purpose of this video is just, you got to be aware of, people like Sam Shamoun. He's nothing but a disgusting, vile creature. You see him coming on, and just the way he talks to Christians is a disgrace, really. It's a real disgrace. It's a shame. And I'm not claiming that, Muslims didn't do the same. I remember, when I was new to Salafiyya, how the Muslims were exposing each other and the way they talk to each other. But, we are followers of the greatest example on earth, Christ. And when you tell someone like Fadi about this, and for him not to call out Sam Shamoun, but rather take his side because his ego means more to him than following Christ, this guy is another fraud, okay? I've seen people like Christian Prince, even though he calls people Abdul and he's strong on people, I've seen him, I have heard him cry because he gets so sincere in trying to save Muslims, and be Christians, and you can see the person who's genuine versus these frauds like Fadi and Sam Shamoun. Sam the Scam. He's a dirty, vile creature. Some of the stuff he says is unbelievable. I've screenshotted what he said to me about my mother. Why would you even speak to somebody about another Christian about their mother? What a filth bag. And then he blocks me like a coward. This little coward with his little boy t-shirts, wearing Nike shirts, not even having any half a brain of where these symbols came from. These are all satanic symbols, coming from satanic symbolism, all these major corporations like that. But he'll dress with his little Nike t-shirt and his little boy clothes, and then he wants to cry to the world about his wife. Actually, I was supposed to call him in the wintertime because I wanted to teach him about the red pill, because I also like to study relationships and read books like The Rational Male by Rollo Tomasi. And, because there's a lot of guys out there, when they go through these situations, they will zero themselves out. And some of them, have really hit rock bottom to the point where they take themselves out, and I wanted to help him out. But it appears to me that I'm sure there's a great reason why his wife left him. This guy is just really, he's cuckoo. He's just really crazy man in the head. This doesn't represent Christianity. Please do not judge Christianity by this man or this fraud Fadi. You know, they want to sit there and entertain Dyer, a man who poses with upside down crosses. He left Orthodox Christianity and became a Catholic, and then he became a Roman Catholic, and then he became an Orthodox Christian again. He's just nothing but a show. He memorizes certain things, and he comes on these broadcasts, and he looks smart because he's a great memorizer and could spit out knowledge. You know, is this what wisdom is all about, right? You know, has he ever put a statement out of why he took pictures with upside down crosses and devil horns and all this other satanic symbolism that you see that's replete in Hollywood and amongst these politicians, you know, with their satanic symbolism, you know, and always with the upside down, you know, crosses, and always with the devil horns. And has this guy, and Fadi, for him to just entertain this person, this guy's he's a fraud. You know, please just expose these people for who they are. Follow the good, sincere people like Christian Prince, you know, and some of these others who expose, you know, the falsehood, and just basically beware of these frauds. I'm very disgusted at these people right now. They're nothing but cowards. They're not real men, and they rather have views. Don't be deceived by them just because they have money. You got people like Joel Osteen and all these frauds. They got what, millions, maybe billions of dollars, and you know, this guy has obviously. He puts out some high quality broadcasts. He gets people, and you know, he has some money behind him in the studio or whatnot. But it doesn't mean he's not a fraud. Okay, Fadi, you're a fraud.